Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. So last week we learned the ekanta. Ekanta, savata yandata so ekanto. So actually happening in the same way in everywhere is ekanta, maybe certainty. Certainty. Commonly we use certainty. And also the opposite one. So yobana kataji enyata so. So some place it in some place. So happen in other way. So that is anekanda, so uncertainty. So briefly we can understand certainty and uncertainty. So for these two terms, actually I could not find for reference. So here, what does it mean? So in dictionary, so ekanda or anekanda related to the, religious belief. So many different meaning. But what kind of contracted meaning here? So I could not see. Can you find it? Anything else?
No, Sayadaw.
No, Sayadaw.
Okay.
It says that all this terminology is very difficult to find the exact meaning.
Even toward directed towards one object only, but not sure. So certainty and the uncertainty. And then, so next, number 18. So to Nisandeha Mabi Diyade So Boba Beko. So to Nisandeha Abidiyade. Actually, so so do Nisandeha. So to means student. So do means student. So Nisandeha means opposite the same to the sansaya. Nisandeha means so lack of sansaya, doubt, lack of doubt. So su Nisandeha in Myanmar Nisaya. So Saddendaru Yoma Kinsen so to avoid doubt or confusion for the students. So not to have been confusion for the students, confusion to the students. Abidiyade day, so it is arranged or it is written. So that is Boba Beka. So Boba Beka, literally we can understand Boba means former, Beka means or part or side or something. So the first type of former side. So the first part of an argument in one place. But interestingly here, so in the Mimamsa school of philosophy, Mimamsa, it is school of philosophy, and at that school, so one term is Adikarana, also we find here. So Adikarana also we already learned in this Saddanīti very fast. so yeah, very fast. So here adhikaranan. So at that time, based on the so that time adhikaja wojadi 10, so adhikaranan. Maybe reference. But here according to that Mimamsa school of philosophy, very different ideas. So adhikarana means the exegetical format is called an adhikarana, which comprises of 5-4 process. Interesting. Exegetical format actually. So one is so Vishya Vakya. Vishya or Visya Vajya. So nothing the scriptural sentence under discussion. And the sense formulating doubt. The doubt as the correct and relevant meaning of the sentence. And here, you see, Burava Bhaksha means in Pāli Bhava-bekha. Burava Bhaksha in Pāli Bhava-bekha. So, presentation of the unsound interpretation. So, presentation of the unsound interpretation. So, interpretation. That means the objector or the opposite school. The objector or the opposite school. And also opposite to that one, another one is Udra Bhaksha. Maybe, so literally we can say later part. But according to that school of philosophy, so refutation of the former position or former presentation of the reasoned interpretation. So very technical term, very technical. Okay, so that is Bhava Bhaksha. So here it may not mean just former part. So presentation of the unsound interpretation. I think related to that, in the school of philosophy, Mimamsa. Because so after the Boba Bekor, so immediately after that, so we find the Nainyo. Nainyo is the last part of that philosophy. So the last one, Nirnaya. Nirnaya. Nirnaya is arguments for the conclusion reached. Argument for the conclusion reached. So Nirnaya. Okay, but here in Pāli literal explanation, so Dasa Yan Uttaran. Dasa Yan Uttaran So Niniyo. So the first one, the first part of an argument also so do Nisan Dihan Abidi. So something arranged or prepared for not to confuse for the students. That is Boba Bekha. But according to that school of philosophy, so Boba Bekha is presentation, the unsound interpretation. Burua Bhaksha. And the Nania also, that's a yang older than Nania. So something, so or something, what is older than above on it. That's older. something above on it. Okay. But in Myanmar, Asia is a little bit strange. So that's is actually genitive or dative case, but in that question or in that complaint, locative sense. So that's to sorana night. Yan Oddaran. So Oddaran here referring to the answer or replied. Or maybe reputation. So that is here Nania. That is Nania. So but according to Myanmar Asia, so something that is answer for that question. Or maybe solving for that problem. The way of solving for that problem is Nirunaya. So based on literal point or based on Myanmar Asia translation. But according to that school of philosophy, Adhikarana exegetical format. So Nirunaya is argument for the conclusion reached. So in this way I found argument for the conclusion reached. So, okay, this Adhikarana also, according to that, and exegetical format.
But then Sayadaw, I mean, so according to that school of philosophy, then it says that the Adhikarana has 5 parts, right? So that which means the Buppa, Bakko, and Nenayo, they are part of Adhikarana.
Yeah.
But here, do we have that concept? Because here, all of the terms are presented independently. Yeah, so they might, they might have the same Pāļi terminology, but the meaning may be different.
So okay, based on that, reference one. So that book also I could not find what is it? Chereka or something at the very beginning. So Suda Sanhita. Okay, so I should find that one. No. Actually, so I'm not sure they are related or not, but so you see, comparing these 2 points, literal point and so according to the idea school of philosophy, they are quite different, quite strange. So that is one. So which one here Sarah want to say?
Yeah, and then just because if we take those meanings, then they don't fit with the definitions over here. So it's strange to me.
Okay, so if we say that literal point, so nania, so that's a yang outran so nania. Even in that literal point also, so that's is just demonstrated pronoun. Okay, anyone we can refer, but outran here Sarah said the answer. Even in Yamanesia, okay, so in dictionary odra, the meaning of odra is can be answer or something. So odra comparison, higher, high, superior, upper, subsequent, following. Or what is the second? Second is northern. So first one is high or superior, upper, and second northern. Third is subsequent, following. So later one. Okay, only these three. Yeah, and another odra is so crossing over or to be crossed. Difficult to cross or get to the more. So that is I'm searching. So anyone maybe so anyone information about any information about that word. So I'm not sure it is related or not because of the current our study. So even so when we just follow the Yamanis, there are also some parts, so quite difficult to understand. So actually, currently, so for that name, that's a young older than so. So that's referring to the maybe question or complaint or problem. Older mean we observing or answer, or maybe sometimes reputation. So that is called the nania.
Yeah, so you said that in the nature, the uttara means the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but I mean, in the dictionary, the naya has the meaning of a decision, right? It's like the if you look for the meaning of the word naya, it has the meaning of the decision or discrimination.
Nania. Yeah, decision or discrimination is nania. Okay. So even though we know the meaning of nania is decision, yeah, decision is better. But so why Zero explain that science older. So how can we understand that explanation sentence? That science older so nania.
So this is like the ultimate, whatever ultimate, the final, and then the final consideration or whatever. So that's like the
Okay.
answer as well. So whatever that one is, the subject or the subject matter or the point of debate or whatever. And that one, when we reach that one, so that one is
Okay.
the decision or the answer, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Decision for the answer, that problem. Okay. And then, so decision for the problem or answer, and so argument for conclusion reached is related or not?
Argument or conclusion reached. Then that refers to the argument. So it's not the conclusion yet.
Yeah, but so final argument in conclusion. So after, so maybe argument here, just not debating. So argument, so maybe final report related to the conclusion or final decision also maybe something.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible, but I mean, it's just because the word uttara, right? It's like the decision or the end, like the utmost. It's not. It doesn't sound like supporting argument for to me. But anyway, that's just my
Yeah.
thought.
So
Yeah.
welcome, Andy then.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So I have a question about the 18 though. So in 18, so you said that we divide that into tu next sandehang abhidiyate, right? The abhidiyate is the passive verb, right, Sayadaw?
Yeah.
So the next sandehang, sandeha is the masculine gender. So why is it in the accusative case here, Sayadaw?
Next Sunday. So next Sunday. Okay. So before analyzing that one, so here firstly I follow the Myanmar translation. So your at all. So do next Sunday abidiyade so at all over beko. Myanmar your me at all. So Myanmar in this way. And then Sarah translate so Sunday in the sense of dated purpose for.
I see.
For
Yes,
so why?
that's clear. Yes, of course. That's clear.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Sayadaw.
Okay. So okay, Nania, finally, final decision. So not just decision, final decision. So related to the conclusion. So instead of saying argument, yeah. So it's okay, something, related to the argument or discussion. So final thought. So final part leading to the conclusion, maybe decision or argument, but very close to the conclusion. So that part is called the nania. Roughly, we can say. So actually, if we have that, the reference book, but I could not find that one. So in the Saddanīti Sayadaw's footnote. So Sutta Samhita Vanana Sutta Samhita. Sutta Samhita and also so Danda Yudito. Danda Sutta Samhita Uttara Dandi. Okay, later I will find that one. And the Atta Sati and then they are kind of the herbal medicine. So treatise of herbal medicine and something. So related to that one. Okay, so now next number 20. So Barama, what is it? It should be divided. So Barama Dam Abdi Satan. Barama Dam Abdi Satan Anumatan. Barama Dam Abdi Satan Anumatan. Also, sometimes I forgot to read the footnote. So Sabatra Yan Awat Dharanina Ojade. So Sabatra means Sabatra Yan Awat Dharanina Ojade. Sa Ekando. So everywhere. So Awat Dharanina means with the limitation or with the Eva or just, only just, or only this, or merely this, and so on. With that term. So it is said, so that is Ekanda. So okay, certainty. Certainty, that is right. And the Kwaji Tata, Kwaji Inyatadi Yoso and Ekanda, yeah, uncertainty. Uncertainty. So unfixed. And the so Eki Ba Bobego. Sorry, maybe typing mistake. Or Eki Ba Bobego Banyo. Eki Ba Bobego Banyo. The part of the question. Eki Ba Bobego Banyo. So Boba Beko. Ekeba Bobogo. So what does it mean, Ekeba? Just Bekeba, okay. So throwing. Ekeba, Bekeba. So Keba, Ekeba Bobogo. Past telling. Keba. Loss of mind. No Keba. Away Keba. No
So
Ekeba.
Sayadaw, Myanmar's translation is Da Miet Chin.
Damage channel. So but Keba.
That means the same meaning.
Yeah. Damage channel, but Keba. So opposition or negation or contrary. So Ekeba Bobogo. Banyo means question. So form up. So leading to the negation or contrary. Negation. So Bobago means leading actually. Ekeba Bobago Banyo Bobabeko. So the question leading to the negation or objection is Bova Bekha. Okay, the first part of an argument. Yeah, argument also just so not agree. That is raise his opinion. That means a kind of negation or something. But questioning. So, but in Myanmar, okay, what does it mean? Boba Beko. So at all. Your at all. Not banyo. But in the footnote, so your saw apparently banyo. In footnote, your banyo Boba Beko. Right. So Ekeba Boba go banyo Boba Beko. But in Myanmar, not banyo. So your at all. Sometimes even Nesia and Pāļi also, argue with each other. So that is, quite difficult for us to. Okay, whatever, maybe. So Brahma Dam, okay, number 19. That's not Neo. Oh, that's so that Neo, that is the same, not so different. And the last one is, so it's 20 is Brahma Dam. So Abadi Saidan. So Anumatan. Anumati. Anumati. What is it, Anumati? The word Anumati, we familiar? Permission or something? Consent or permission or agreement. Approval. Anumati. So here Anumata. Anumati is referring to noun, but Anumata is maybe referring to the action or verbal sense. Permitting or something. Or agreeing, approving. Yeah. So Brahmatan. Oh, sorry. Not Brahmatan. Brahmatan. Oh. Brahmatan. Brah means other. Mata means idea or view, belief. So Abadi Saidan. Abadi Saidan means so not rejecting. Not rejecting. So allowing others' idea or others' belief, other thought is anumata, yeah, permission or agreement. So in this case, agreement. So Brahmadan, Abdisadan, Anumadan, okay, just separation there. And then next 21. So Bakarana Bobban, we done. Bakarana Bobban, we done. Bakarana Bobban, how to say? Can E a C a sin arrangement of maybe physics or writing or something. So procedure of can E a C is indeed we done. Bakarana Nuboba. So how to write our physics or our writing and so on. So arranging or procedure is we done. we done also, assignment or arrangement for the process or procedure, yeah. Like the, tentative outline or something. Procedure, right? So procedural literary work. And then, even wakami di anagada bikanan. Even wakadi di anagada wakanan. Anagada wakanan. So even wakami ido so ahu wankanyen di anagada bikanan. So expectation. Anagada bikanan.
And
Or
it sounds
something.
like, for example, I'm going to see this. I will see this. So that means refers the following part.
Okay, I know that, but for that, which technique can refer? So maybe in your lecture so taught by the Sayadaw, Dr. Janaka.
I think one type of terminology for that.
Yeah, terminology. So
yeah.
I'm also could not.
Hey, Dr. Ryan, can you remember that?
No, I don't remember. Sorry.
So maybe how to write an exceptional thesis. Acknowledgement, prepare, explore, design, propose, test, analyze, write. All the way. Learn it away. So maybe last week when I read about that one, I find that technique but I could not remember that. Literature review. So maybe so Ewan Wakami. So Anagada Bhikkhana, how to say? Maybe something. Okay. Just supposing. So can you? You can discuss that. So what about abstract? It referring to the abstract or not? Anagada Bhikkhana.
But it's not abstract, no? Abstract is it's in the beginning of the in the beginning of the disease, right?
Yeah, but in the abstract, so what the researcher will do in his body text, so such information. So that is like the even wakami. So admission of the researcher
This
is
one is
included
also
in
can
the
be, I'm going to
abstract.
say something in the following part, in the following paragraph, right?
But in academic writings, we never see in this way. We never see in this way.
This is not
So you say like that, maybe even wakami is maybe that the main idea or topic sentence. No, not topic sentence here.
topic sentence here.
No, not topic sentence. In topic sentence, even though it expresses the main idea of the whole paragraph, but we never say I will see this later or something. So am I thinking? Am I mind? So maybe abstract, because so the abstract express so our future activity in the following main physics.
So
Briefly.
if you say that is the abstract, so the following Adita Beka, that will be conclusion.
Yeah. Conclusion is Adita Beka.
But the conclusion we already had another Nikamo, right?
Here Idiwo then the Adita Beka. You see number 333.
Yeah, but we already had another conclusion also called Nikamo, right? We already know.
So these times from the Danda Yodi or something. Later time is maybe in the Buddhist text or something. Okay, Mr. Ryan, you want to say something?
Yeah, I mean, so can we think of it as like the what is it? Like the future work?
Yeah.
Like future research should be done.
Yes.
So, okay, yesterday, by the way, so in our discussion table, actually after the lunch meal, so we discussed each other about that one. So about our academic writing, so Pāḷi. So with my friends or classmates, so in dining hall. So at the time, so my friend told us he read some article, so effective way of abstract writing. He said maybe like that, but I'm not sure it is exactly or not. So effective way of writing abstracts. So in that article, the author suggests, so in the abstract, so the all of sentence should be past tense, because abstract is later work of final work of our thesis. After writing the whole thesis, we need to write our abstract. So let's say step by step, systematically. So that is why he following his suggestion, my friend write his abstracts for later seminar title. So at the time he's the supervisor, and then so teachers from his department. So not allowed, do not allow. It should be near future. It should be near future. So certainly, actually, it should be present, but near future sense. I'm going to do or something, or maybe such a meaning sense in passive. It should be in this way. His supervisor and his academic team suggest that to point out that problem, not passive or not past tense. So that is I suggest. So it may be abstract or not. not just my idea, just supposingly,
But then Sayadaw, the abstract
Okay.
is not the it's not the proposal of the work, right? So if we say that what I'm thinking is that because these two terms are like in the opposite meaning, kind of opposite meaning, I'm going to say, and that is already said. So it looks to me that it might be, the introduction or the conclusion. But
okay.
then, but then in the current status of academic writing, then in fact the introduction, it has a lot of things in the introduction. It's not just the the part that I'm going to do or I'm going to say, but because we know that in the introduction we have to present the current status of what in the world, what we are doing fit in whatever we're doing in the world as well. So it's not just the I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. But I mean,
yeah, okay.
so yeah. So but and then it just, as I said earlier, that these two terms kind of in the opposite meaning. So it leads me to thinking that it might be the introduction and the conclusion.
Yeah. So I'm also now thinking that one. So when Pāḷi said, that is, so if we say, as if I said abstract, so maybe, so next one, Adidabhika referring to what? That is problem, right? So if we say Anagdabhikana is introduction, so very clear to us. So Adidabhikana is conclusion. Yeah, so the introduction and conclusion is, here more reliable or more acceptable, reasonable than the abstract. So yeah, you, Mr. Ryan, as you pointed out. So actually include the introductions. So many themes or many, information are included. But so actually, main idea of that introduction is, what I will do in this thesis, mainly.
Yeah, so that's why I think it might be the introduction.
Yeah. I'm also agree with you all. Yeah, so instead of the abstract, yeah, introduction is better. Okay, so it will come with the another mechanism. So actually, the meaning to understand in this sentence is not so difficult for us, but to catch what does it mean or what it means is difficult. Okay, so now so another becoming so introduction and the ideal dandy is conclusion. And then here you see the word sansaya, you see, in the term Adikarana under the 5.1, the sansaya, you see, even though they are systematically included on, they are not systematically included in this part. So, so among the 5 terms, so now sansaya, Burwa Bhaksha, and the Niranaya, so 3 terms are included. Even the title Adikarana also at the very beginning, we so included in this our learning. So that is why I'm deeply thinking the meaning of this one or not. So okay, so now currently in Saddanīti, so what does it mean sansaya? So ubhaya hetu dasana, showing both reason. Showing reason for both. Ubhaya hetu dasana, or seeing reason for both. Is sansaya.
So Sayadaw, the both. What means both here? Both means introduction and conclusion.
No, not related to that introduction or conclusion. So in the argument or in debate or in discussion, so 2 points. This one you agree, but I don't agree. So why I don't agree? Why you agree? So you have your own reason. I have my own reason. So which one is sure here? We are not sure. So such one is sincere. So your side and my side, your side and my side, and so on. So here also just ubhaya hetu dasana sansaya, no more difficult. So they have their own reason.
But the sansaya itself, it means doubt, right?
Yeah, doubt me. We could not decide which one is right.
So it means
So that
he
means,
has a doubt for the both sides.
No, not that way. So one more term for the sansaya in the Vibhanga. So now you are learning Vibhanga about the Vijikecha. One term is Hadayengama. No. Duihala. 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 Do you remember? Or have you learned that term?
We barely finished the.
We are just the first.
We're just scratching the surface,
No. One or time is very, maybe in MA first semester, MA first year, first year when our Pāḷi taught you the philology also. So that time is very famous to Sayadaw. Sayadaw popular to Sayadaw. Sayadaw very, favorite word. Very favorite to Sayadaw. Sayadaw used that term. Duihala. So the meaning of that one is, becoming 2 minds. Literal sense, becoming 2 minds. Nalong nakwa pichen. So Haraya, Dwi and Haraya. Haraya here means referring to mind. So in this case, this way or that way. So we cannot choose. We cannot choose. So happening in this way is that feature of the, sansaya, doubt, uncertainty.
So Sayadaw.
Mm-hmm.
So in the next saya, how's the
Okay.
word dasana translated? Is it seeing or showing?
No translation. Ubayang go hedu doesn't and the than your me.
So Sayadaw, so the dasana we have to see to understand seeing or showing.
But both can be. Both can be.
If it's seeing, that means he is like studying the objective side. But if it's showing, he is some like a subjective side. So
yeah,
it's different.
So for example, only you, only I. So some problem. So we cannot decide which one is. I cannot decide which one is right. This is right or wrong. So even me. So there are two reasons. This one also possible. That one also possible. Okay. So at that time I see. But if you and I are arguing on some, fact. So in that fact, two sides. There are two sides. On your side, you think your side is right. I think my side is right. So you have your reason. I have a reason. At the time, you show your reason to me. I show my reason to you. So showing also can be. Seeing also can be. Sorry. Yeah, this time. Duilaka means doubt, uncertainty. But so duilaka. So laka means duida halaka, duida hadayan, duilaka. In the maybe we benga explanation.
Yeah, it's in the Abhidana Tika.
Rebecca.
Yes.
Actually in we benga also. Damasengani. So duilakan duida beto. So that is synonym of the Vijikacha. You see, so ewa ruba kanka kinkayana kinkayi dadan we made the Vijikacha. So duilakan duida beto sansayo. And the anekan sagaho asabana brisabana abriyogahana and so on. Those are so the synonymous to the Vijikacha. Okay, what is explained in the Dhammasani commentary? Dulakan. Kama batena duida Iliadidi dulakan. Duihadiangama, where is it? Sansa duida bato. Badi niwarena duida bato, duida bato, 2 ways. And duida bato. Duida Iliadidi dulakan. So one time related to duihadayangamo or something. Duida bato duilako Vijikacha. Abhidhamma Vibhav. So do you remember? Okay, something. So actually, happening two opposite things. So two opposite reasons. So that is doubt, cause of doubt. Maybe only a single person or two person, two sides. Okay, so here Sanzia means so Ubhya Hedu Dasana. So seeing two reasons or showing two reasons, two opposite reasons is Sanzia. Sanskya means doubt. So for that term, under the exegetical format, so formulating the doubt as to the correct and relevant meaning of the sentence, not only just doubt. So many the information. So the other information also formulating doubt, so as to correct and relevant meaning of the sentence, relevant meaning of that. So that is exegetical word, but in debate or discussion. So you think your idea or your understanding is right, or your understanding is relevant. So at the time, so your idea. So correct and relevant meaning of your idea, formulating doubt or something in this way. So to deeply understand. So actually just doubt is okay, but okay. And the Savanana is Vyakhyana. So Savanana, we know that Savanana. So exposition or exploring is Savanana. Yeah, here, very different and it's Vyakhyana. So Vyakhyana, okay. So Vyakhyana. No. Can you find meaning of the Vyakhyana?
How about if we separate as V Akhyana?
Mm-hmm. So
Akhyana means Sojin, that means saying, right?
So instead of Vyakhyana, we should have the Vyakhyana. No.
There is a word yakya, yakya, just yakya. It means a comment.
Vyakhyata.
No, yakya, just yakya. That is in the Wuhan Saints dictionary.
Okay.
So Vyakhyana Sayadaw is for the pure Hojin.
Yeah. Told or announced or enumerate or set for. So actually, Vyakhyasi as a verb form. Vyakhyasi. Vyakhyata is past participle. So Vyakhyana is verb and noun form of that one. Vyakhyana. But what become verb? So in Myanmar, script, so Byakhayana. So announce or announcement, enumeration or something. So, okay, but here based on Sawanana, we can understand what does it mean? Exploring or expounding or exposition. Yeah, we are Kayana in the Sanskrit dictionary. We are Kayana communication or narration, speech, lecture, so explanation or exposition or interpretation or command. Okay, the last one of them. So but we already know that Sawanana is what. But to understand the meaning of, we are Kayana. So explanation or exposition or interpretation or command in this case. And also, this one is not numbered there, but that one also included Ananya, even the within brackets, because at the very beginning, so bad days, 32 is the Adigrana 1, 2, 3, 4, or 32 already. 32 already. But when I counted, one is missing. Which one is missing? I'm not sure.
So Sayadaw, I think in the main paragraph, I remember last time actually the one is missing.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Which one?
I think maybe it's Ananya or something.
Yeah, the Ananya is here included.
But I remember when I read it, why is missing?
Vidana ekanda basinga uriya bata atabadi the abawa kabadi sesa padesa ubresa nedisa popa bekone neyo no matan vidana nagada bekana dida bekana and its sense of Byakhayana. Okay. Yogo. Dikarana yogo padato. Iduto odisonid. So about the aditis. Paditis maybe about wako. About wako include. Okay, see so atab bad would you. So okay, I could not find it.
So Sayadaw, I will read my English, my Norman Pāļi this part. So Adigarana, Yogo, Padato, Hetuato, Udeso, Nideso, Upadeso, Apadeso, Atideso, Patideso, Apawako, Vakyadoso, Athapati, Vipariyayo, Pasako.
Vakyadoso, Vakyasiso.
Vakyadoso.
Oh, here Vakyasiso. Okay, never mind.
Okay. Athapati, Vipariyayo, Pasako, Ikando, Anigando, Upapako, Ninayo, Anumatang, Vitanang, Anagata Bekhanang, Atita Bekhanang, Sansayo, Vayakhayanang, Ananya, Sakasanya, Nipajana, Nitasana, Niyogo,
Okay, Nidasana. Nidasana. So Nidasana. Nibajana Nidasana, right, Nidasana. Only in that, what five dots five missing. In my book included that one. Okay, Nidasana. Okay, and then now. So Ananya, actually, so at that time, Ananya should not be included. That is within bracket. But in some India, so instead of bad days are 32, 33 days. So Buddhana Bhaweta Aramba Jainda Ananya. Buddhana Bhaweta Aramba Jainda Ananya. In Yamanesia, Buddhana, so two beings, Bhaweta happening. Araba Jainda. So Araba Jainda, the Ananya me. What is Araba Jainda? Araba Jainda, okay, in Vyakhana. Okay, Sanseyo. But so that dara adisyo but one and nan Vyakhana, okay, never mind. And that seyo but when all Vyakhana yata iha. So Benja Wisadi ko Buriso Adara. Vyakhayati. Okay, related to that one. And then, so Inyi Swa Sanskrit number 3. Inyi Swa Yog Bede Su. Inyi Swa Yog Bede Su. Buddhadi Bakadeya Radha Jainda. Oh, every word is difficult to know the meaning, their meaning. Inyi Su. Inyi Swa Yog Bede Su. Inyi Swa Ayu. Ayu Bade Su Buddhadi Bakadeya Radha Jainda. Radha Jainda or Araba Jainda. So in Asia also just Araba Jainda is Ananya. Araba Jainda the Ananya mi Araba Watu, occasion for making an effort. Araba Jainda, taking into consideration. Jainda. Araba Watu, occasion for making an effort concerned. Or Arada. Arada Jaida means concentrated of mind. Arada Jaida, not Jainda. Jainda also actually Jaida. Jaindidi Jaida. Concentrated of mind or decided of mind, settled of mind. Okay, maybe that one. Concentrated of mind. Araba or Arada. Okay, only that one we find. So concentrated on mind in Indonesia, in dictionary. And the 26, so Saka Sanya, Sasa Sadharana. Sasa means Sakasa, Sakasa Sadharana, Saka Sanya, related to the oneself, one's own. Saka Sanya, related to the one's own. Relation to the one's own. It is Saka Sanya. You are a one's own, mark, or one's own sign. Sasando Ahmadi Sakasanya. Mimin Sasando Ahmadi Sakasanya. One's own. Sakasata Sakala. Saka Abasaka. Kamaskada Kama. Kamasaka, possessing one's own Kama. Sanya. So sense, consciousness, perception, being, that kind of, okay, sense perception. Jnana, not sanya. Jnana that sanya. Sanya, Karodi, Ruba, Sanya, Atasanya, Karodi. Marana Sanya, Niroda Sanya, Viraga Sanya, Babanja Sanya, Bahana Sanya, Niroda, Viraga Sanya, not Saka Sanya. Okay, so one's own maybe perception or something, or sense of perception. So discernment, assimilation, okay, something.
Sayadaw Sadhara means like a common or
Related.
related.
Related to the Sasa means Sakasa. Related to the oneself, one's own. Yeah, so comment also. Comment to hymns. So related to the hymn.
So how is Nisia translate?
Mimi ne sasando ahmadi. So general, common, or joint. Joint, so it's a connection, relation. So sadharana is a general, common, or joint. So joint or connection. So connection to the one's own is sakat senya. So senya means actually mark, or sometimes, senya referring to nimitta, sign, or sanketa.
So here is like something one's own, like a comment.
Comment?
Yeah.
So actually not referred to comment. So for example, characteristic. So the sign of, so when we see something, we can say, for example, when we touch floor, so at that time we feel, hardness. So we can understand, earth element, but we do. Or when we touch that ground, so it's cold. So at that time we can, feel the fire element and so on. So fire element or earth elements, we cannot know anyway, but based on their sign, we can understand, based on their characteristic. So such a one is here called the sakat sanya, related to the one set. So sakat sanya means sakat lekhana also.
We have like samanya lakkhana and
Which is a lekhana, right.
Yeah.
Maybe I think that one here. And then next, so loka patita mudaharana. So loka patita udaharana nivajana. Loka patita udaharana nivajana. So nivajana commonly we understand as a vigaha. But here, loka patita udaharana. Loka patitam. Loka patitam udaharana. So happening in the world, or evident in the world, obvious in the world, obvious to the world. The example or simile obvious to the world, that is nivajana. Saying or taken out or showing the simile or example, so obvious to the world, obvious to the being, or common to the being is nivajana. Loka night tensha do aneko toyi so jenti nivajana mi. Inya. So inya sada samenya. Sasenya. Inya sada samenya. Sasanya. Loki patitan udaharana. So loka patitan udaharana. Loki patitan udaharana. In the world. So patita means it is fallen. Fallen in the world or happen in the world. The udaharana happen in the world. That means udaharana common to the world. Common in the world. Common in the being. Is nivajana.
Udaharana means example, instance.
Example or simile or yeah. Instance.
So Sayadaw, is it patita or patita, Sayadaw?
So in Myanmar, there also patita. In Funo also patita. But in original text, patita also. What about Hammersmith version?
Also patita.
Yeah,
Nang yi.
patita. Long E.
Right, so patita is the pati plus I plus ta.
Yeah, right. So actually, commonly, before the past participle, that E is inserted. But grammatically, so in grammar, so E or E can be inserted. But E is very common. Iwanagamowa in the Kida chapter. Iwanagamowa, no. Yeah, Iwanagamowa or something. And then, so number 28. So Daitanda Sanyogo, Nidasana. Here also Daitanda Sanyogo. The term Daitanda, we already learned. Daitanda Sanyogo related to the, Daitanda. Daitanda also actually Udaharana. Daitanda Sanyogo. So in Myanmar next year, so Daitanda Sanyogo, Pyayogo Shinjin the Daitanda me Udaharana, Sanyoga me connection. Pyayogo Shinjin the so Pyayogo Shinjin the mean. So for example, or I express, one of the new statement, new idea. So to clear that my statement to the audience, so I compare with the one simile. So that is, data understand yoga, or so easily, showing simile, expressing simile, or expressing udaharana or instance is also nidasana. So, okay, what is different between 28 and 27? Nivajana and nidasana. So, 27 is just directly referring to the simile. The simile or the example or the instance itself is nivajana. But in 28, so Daitanda Sanyogo means showing the manner or the action of the researcher, the action of the speaker, showing the example or telling the example or simile, that manner, that action is nidasana, I think. So what about you? What about your idea?
So Seattle, it is for example, the first one showing example when we say the common to the world, that means everyone knows. For example, the mango tree, the mango everybody knows. But the second one is something like a showing example which maybe it is not common to the world. So that's why the author has to use some other other example to explain that thing. Like in commentary, sometimes we don't understand this word. He give other similar word or something to explain that, or maybe like a similes or something like that.
So you mean showing another example?
Sometimes we don't understand the first explanation, right? So the commentator gives a example, so maybe everyone can know that way.
Okay, you think so?
Yeah.
No, never mind. So I'm thinking the word. So udaharana. So udaharana, if we take as a, noun form, udaharana example. So loka paditan udaharanan. So the example comment to the word is nibajana. No action verb there. You see? But in 28, Daitanda means udaharana, Sanyoga means action verb, connecting or showing. So that is referring to the manner of the researcher or the speaker. So I think in this way. But so in this case, if we follow the manisa udaharana, also Sayadaw translate literally as Toyu Sojin. Actually, Toyu Sojin is udaharan. The example itself. So at the time, if we follow Sayadaw translation, udaharana also a kind of action verb, sanyoga also a kind of action verb. So if we translate exactly, the udaharana comment to the word is nibajana. And connection with that udaharana is nidasana. Nidasana means showing. Okay, so in this way, I understand. Okay. So now 1.5 hours already. So let's stop here.
Okay, thank you so much, Sayadaw.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
welcome.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you so much, sir.
Oh, I heard your voice just now.